Hi, this is Lynn Susek, and this is Faith Talk. So, I have a few minutes, and I thought I would do another one while I'm thinking about it. The subject is unbelief. You may have heard it said that it is not a lack of faith in you're looking for your healing, but rather your unbelief, which is scriptural. And so the question is, we don't really talk much about unbelief. We don't really, how do you measure or know where this unbelief is coming from? And my way of thinking about it is the carnal mind, or the thinking in the natural, is the real struggle, which I've been talking about. That is unbelief, because it is struggling against your faith in healing, in supernatural, in the spiritual realm. The natural thinking is enmity with God. Natural carnal mind, our natural mind, the five senses, how things work in the natural, is unbelief. You know, it's a belief in something other than faith, other than it's a belief in what you can see, taste, feel, and hear. Your five senses: see, taste, touch, feel, smell. The things that everyone believes in the world. You know, what the medical world only understands what happens in the natural realm. And that's where I call, that's what unbelief is. It's the belief in the natural. It's a belief. It's not the lack of belief, it's belief in that there's only the natural. It's a strong belief in natural thinking. And that is true, but there's so much more to understand about what's really going to get us healed, basically. So I wanted to point that out, that I've been knowing and believing for a long time. What is unbelief? It's not a lack of belief. It's a belief, a strong belief in only the natural realm, the natural thinking. And I was just talking yesterday about how we struggle between the natural thinking and our spirit man, or our spiritual mind is now in management, and the natural mind is like, what? Hey, you know, it's not wanting to move over and let the spiritual mind take control. It's like never gonna believe the spiritual. So don't try to get the natural mind to understand the things of the spirit. You just have to start learning how to use your spiritual mind in order to think with that spiritual mind. You can't make the natural mind agree with it. It's at enmity with God. It's at enmity with, it is unbelief. It's like, I don't think so. It's like, what? You think you're gonna get? That's unbelief, because it's belief in the natural. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you. It does to me. And when somebody says unbelief, Andrew Womack has a whole series about unbelief, and I've just been wanting to reword it. And it's a belief in something. It's not just lack of belief. So getting your faith and your spiritual mind to do the thinking and letting go of your natural thinking is how we think spiritually. And Jesus was speaking spiritually a lot. He said, my words are spirit. Sometimes he said, well, I'm not talking about natural things. My words are spiritual. That's why the disciples were not spirit-filled. They were really having a hard time grasping the miracles, and they were in amazement. They were sore amazed all the time, and that's because the natural mind cannot grasp what's going on, and they didn't have at least they didn't have their spiritual mind in charge. But when you get baptized in the Holy Spirit, you have this whole awakening of your spiritual mind. So I hope that helps somebody, and thought I would get that out there. This is a shorter one. I hope you liked it, and I'll talk to you later.